everyone. My name is Victoria Nigmatulina, and this video is for those who have any doubts about the sessions using the method of pure consciousness. I would like to introduce you to the beautiful Elena. I had a session with Elena. When did I have a session with you?
About 2 months ago.
Yes, about 2 months ago. And now Elena will share her experience and changes that occurred after the session, and tell us how it affected her life. So tell me.
Should I hold it?
Yeah, you can.
No, I don't want to.
Well, okay.
You better ask me questions, because a lot of things had happened and still happening. It happens hourly and every minute. I'm not even talking about every day. Life flows, and what was happening before. I was so excited, and now, when I think that I've lost it, it turns out that I've been living it for a long time. It keeps moving forward and forward with a desire to know everything. Everything. I never thought before that it could even exist. It helped me a lot at work. I'm so grateful. I'm sincerely grateful that you appeared in my life and that all this opened up for me. And I don't know how to express it. Of course, goosebumps, I can't. Everything got back to normal at work. It's so balanced now that people who I thought were against me, now I can see them from the other side. I'm calm, I work, I'm happy, and I can breathe at work. Without looking around, I just breathe in and only focus on myself. The only things I told Rayushka today is that it takes me deeper and deeper, and I really want to see myself from the outside physically. I really want to. Because we see ourselves inside, the spiritual part, and we know our thoughts, but we have no idea how we look physically from the outside. We have no clue. But that's what I have. Others may be fine with it. I was just thinking about it, and it came to me yesterday. I want to see it. How I talk, how I move, how I look, how I smile. My actions, how they are connected together with my inner feeling. I'm going into unity. I want to be so unified that nothing is separated, becoming a single entity. I came home from work today. I was waiting for you. I lay down. I have a suspended ceiling, and I can see myself in it like in a mirror. Right before that, I was chewing something, and suddenly, I can see myself. Here I am. So I should see myself in exactly the same way. So it's like that. I don't strain my mind. When I want something, I set a goal and don't force myself to do it. And don't rush, but give it a time. Then that leads me to it and shows me what I need. The answers are all around us, really close. You don't need to look for anything. And life became beautiful. I just look around, not so much at people. Actually, I stopped looking at them as much as I used to, getting so involved, going deeper. No, they have their own life and I have mine. I can't really help them, right? Am I right? I mean, we must help ourselves first. And we'll learn from this and elevate ourselves spiritually. After all, if people notice some changes in me and they will try to change themselves, then no one should give me any credits for it. We should thank our Creator. In the end, I came across this. I don't like to say I all the time, but I came across this.
So, I have another question for you. What would you say to those who would like to, but may be too worried or too nervous to reach out to us? There are those people who have a request, but for some reason, they doubt the effectiveness of the method. Maybe, or for some other reason, they don't take the next step. What would you tell them?
You know, an answer pumped up in my head. but I don't know if you should record it or not. When people go to a restaurant to drink vodka, they don't worry about what can happen to them after they drink, or what can happen to their head. They're just not afraid. But for some reason, something that can save you and make your life happy, it's scary. Isn't crazy? The answer is obvious. There is no fear because you learn things about yourself, about the whole world. You see everything differently. I can't imagine. I don't remember the life I used to have. It's gone. Ask me, what's there? I live in this life. And I know what will happen in the future and will not remember this one because it also will not exist. It will be behind me. Each time there are these stages, going, coming, so what to be afraid of? This is interesting, I'm happy. There is no other way to say it. Indeed, I experience great happiness every day. I get up with it and go to bed with it.
Thank you very much. Big thanks. I have one more question. Let's say if you could address your old self, the person you were before, what would you say in regards to your recent experience? Would you have any advice?
You know, very often it happens. I do so. Oh, how much time was lost? It's not even lost, it was my past. I had to experience it. So what's happening to me now is not something that is new to me, like the steps of a child. These are memories of what it was. And I'm so familiar with it, it's so close. And what's sad, it's sad that at that moment, at that time when it was given to me, I didn't take it. You understand? I didn't take it. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Maybe I'm giving you wrong answers. Didn't understand you right.
So you regret that time was lost, right?
Trust me, I don't regret anything right now, absolutely.
Well, yes. I mean, what would you wish to your old self?
Yes, to make my life a trail of happiness, from the beginning to the end. To be happy, to experience this happiness day in and day out. You gain it. I'm not even saying I don't have enough time. Even if I said I didn't have much time left in my life, now I'm not saying it. I have forever. I have eternity ahead of me. So anytime you can come and anytime you can accept, understand and live it. And be happy. Just enjoy life. Enjoy it.
You also said that after the session, you had such changes that you stopped noticing the temperature while others would complain about it.
Yeah, that's how it is. Cold, hot, or something else. I don't have that. I don't feel cold or hot. Everyone was dying at my work. Poor people. How is it possible to work? If in the past years the temperature was around 25, 26 degrees, I can tell you I was lying flat. I was laying down there and couldn't get up, couldn't do anything. Then this year at 32 degrees, I plowed the garden, pulled weeds. I didn't feel anything. I feel good. I had a feeling like this, feeling of inner coolness. External factors didn't touch me. I had an internal coolness. It chilled me from inside out. Everything was great.
So external factors don't bother you at all?
No. So you begin to be happy and enjoy this life, to laugh and rejoice. That's all the changes. And in fact, it's so simple. You don't have to go far, and you don't have to beat your forehead on the floor in church, and pardon me, you don't have to pour holy water over yourself. Well, you don't do any of this. I've always said that I don't want to go to church. I don't need it. It's much easier for me to live like this. I realized it a long time ago. My grandfather used to say, I believe in God, not priests.
Yep.
So, maybe it's like that for me because I grew up on it. My grandmother was a strong believer, a very religious person. We had deacons in our family. That was the kind of education we had.
So why, if we assume that this is so simple, if you can just throw everything else out of your head and enjoy life as it is, why, if this is so simple, is it so difficult to get to?
I will explain. I experienced it. I tried it on myself. Why? Because when a person lives with this pain and suffering, he begins to feed from it. It makes him feel good. He's suffering, and it makes him feel good. This becomes his constant state, and when he starts to move away from it, but where? It's like alcoholic condition. If someone takes a bottle away from me, it will make me feel bad. It's the same here, exactly the same.
So a person doesn't even imagine how it can be different and plunges into illusion.
Yes, he is sinking in the opposite direction, into a state of suffering, not a state of joy and happiness, but a state of suffering, and he swims there. Sorry, in a bad stuff.
So in general, it's the fear of losing the current state, whatever it may be.
It's all fear.
Okay.
But if you start to push this fear away, then everything is good. The most important thing is just to take it without thinking. What if something is there? And then inside you the person says, what if this is still there, if you have to cross it out all at once? Nothing. And everything will be normal right away. Everything is good. This happened instantly. Don't delay it. Don't stretch it. Don't do anything about it. Just like you go out and close the subject. I used to like playing at work, I displayed the product, I displayed it, and I talk about it to myself. What would she say? What would I say to her? What did they come up with this time? They didn't come up with anything at all. And I don't want to talk anymore. Nothing at all. Let them think. This is their problem. I read somewhere. Oh, where did I read it? I don't remember. For example, if I think bad or good about someone, and the other person that you think about think the same way, then the energy of these thoughts collide. And it gives volume, it unites you. The same thing happens if you think bad, and he thinks bad at this moment. I'm talking about work and what we had. Then it connects and grows. Of course, the state, this all energy, has a negative charge and will erupt in anger, internal dissatisfaction, and again will bring suffering, agony, tears, and that's it. Life is over.
Oh yeah.
So let's think about the good things and let only good things happen.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much again, and let's wrap it up.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Don't forget to click the like button and leave a comment. See you later!